Hi, welcome back to Creative Digital Designs, and we're back with part two for creating these planners using templates. So this planner is a little bit different than I showed you in part one, but I wanted to show you guys how to create hyperlinks in your planners so that you can use it as a digital planner. So as you can see here, this is our title page. So whatever title page that you have, when you have a background or a color, because you can make this a plain color as well, you want to go ahead and reduce the size on the page so that it doesn't fill up the whole thing. And then I went ahead and I clicked the stroke style and I made the corners round, and you can adjust how you want the corners to look, how round you want them to look. And you can also add a color on the outside if you want as well. But we're just going to keep it like that for now. We're going to go ahead and group these together and reduce the size as well. And we're going to go ahead and position this to the back. And we're going to have it like this. Make sure everything is centered. And then we're going to go over here to elements, and we're going to type in spiral notebook or spiral binder. We're just looking for that spiral look. So we're going to go ahead and choose which one we like the most. Let's see. If we don't like this one, we can choose a different one. Let's see how this one looks. This one looks a little bit realer. And if we don't want to reduce the size anymore, we could just duplicate it, add it again, and we could crop this out. Hit done. And we're gonna go ahead and group it with this, hit group. Then we're gonna move this over a little bit, and then now we're gonna add in the tabs. So we can either type in tabs, or we might have to create them ourselves, but here we see there are tabs. So we can go ahead and select one. So we're gonna have the tabs over here on the side of the planner. And we're gonna go with this one. And we're gonna go ahead and select the color. And we're gonna do this little pick a color, and we're gonna pick something from the actual color so we can match colors. Then we're gonna rotate this here. And we're gonna go ahead and make these smaller. Let's see here. We're gonna put it to the back, so we're gonna see how backwards. Okay, so we definitely gotta make it a little bit bigger. I feel like this is crooked for some reason. So make it a little bit bigger. Or maybe we need to make these a little bit smaller because we have to fit all of the months of the year. So we need ones that are a little bit more confined. So we might have to make our own. Unless we can make these, yeah, we might have to make our own. So we have to go over here to shapes. Click on shapes after you click on elements, and you can make them, you can make it from a square. We'll have to shape it more like this, and then we'll fill it in, make it a little bit smaller, and make it the same color. Have to remove it, even though I like how that looks. Do that a little bit smaller. Position to the back. And yeah, we'll have to do it like that. So we're gonna go ahead and hit duplicate. to back. And we actually might need to make it even smaller. So go ahead and duplicate. To back. And I'm just going to do a couple and then I'm going to skip through this so you can see. So basically I'm just duplicating and I'm putting it right next to each other and I'm selecting position and I'm going to the back. And so I'm going to finish these out and then I'm going to go to the next step. Okay, so we have made the planner a little bit bigger and then we now have it sized like this and about this size. And then we're going to put it towards the back and then we're going to go ahead and duplicate this. Then we're going to go ahead and select position. Once you continue to do something, Canva will recognize the pattern. As you can see, it's starting to recognize how I'm going up. So it makes it a little bit easier. And then you're just going to keep going. Keep selecting duplicate, keep selecting to the back, to the back, to the back, duplicate, to the back, and duplicate to the back. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I lost count, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have enough for the months, but I need to go ahead and reduce these again. Let's see if we can group it and go ahead and reduce it down a little bit. This might be an easier way to do it. So that we can now duplicate these sizes and bring it up. It's telling me that it's all the same. We're going to hit position and to the back. And then we're going to see if we can do at least one more. It's telling me it's the same size all the way down. And we're going to hit to the back. Okay, this one is... Okay, now it's in alignment. It does kind of feel like... Okay, there we go. And so now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead over to the text bar. I feel like I still could fix this a little bit. We're going to go over here to the text bar and you're going to go ahead and type in home or whatever you want to call the beginning page of your planner. We're going to go ahead. You want it to be a bolded font. And then if you want to make it all caps, you just select this. And we're going to try out this font right here. It's going to have to be reduced. So we might have to switch fonts. But we shall see. So we have the home. And it's very important also, I forgot to tell you this, so when you went ahead and created your calendar using the templates, you want to go ahead and name each one of these pages because we're going to link to these pages. So I don't have a home page on here, but we're going to go ahead and just link to the monthly calendars. So we're going to name this the month. November. Oh, that was horrible spelling. October. And of course, you're going to have all of the months of the year. This particular template does not have all of them right now, but I'm just using this for example purposes. So now we're going to go back up here And we're going to go ahead and duplicate this, and we're going to go ahead, for purposes of spacing, we're not going to put the whole month, we're just going to put the first 3 letters. So we're going to say January, February, and you're just going to go through and do this for every single month. So we're going to probably skip through this part. Okay, and we're back. So we now have all of the months on the sides here. So if this, in the beginning, the first time you do this, it is kind of tedious. But the good thing is, if you're going to be creating multiple digital products, you now have a template that you can use. All you have to do now is change the color of these. If you're creating a whole new planner, and you can change the cover, and then you can keep this same spiral, and then you will have your different pages for your planner. So you can go ahead and copy this into every single planner that you're doing, and you kind of have that same hyperlink template already created. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to hyperlink. So like I showed you before, I named the pages, and so I think one of the ones I named was August. So we're going to go ahead and select this right here, these 3 dots, and we're going to go ahead and select link, and we're going to link it, instead of linking it to a link, we're going to link it to a page. So go ahead to a page in the document. We're going to go ahead. Okay, let me select it again. I was talking a little bit too much and it disappeared. Okay, link. And then we're going to go ahead to the page. This says August, so we're going to go to the page that says August, and we're going to go ahead and link it there. And now every time you click there, it's going to take you all the way to that page. So you're going to do that. That's why it's important to name each page. And so whatever you name the page, you're going to name it over here as well. And you're going to go ahead and do that for these other tabs as well. Same thing, 3 dots, link, find the page that you're looking for. You can also type it in here if you know the page title or number. And we're going to go, I think it was September right here. Done, and that is it. So this is how you're going to hyperlink a digital planner. And like I said, depending on how many pages that you want to hyperlink, I would say just hyperlinking maybe the months, and then maybe have a notes. That way, if you have multiple tabs within each month, they'll be able to go into that quickly. Okay, so this has been how to create hyperlinks in a digital planner so that you can link and go to different pages. I hope that you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what type of videos you want me to create next, and subscribe so that you don't miss a video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.